Well, I popped over to the Warren for an hour's walk after work, and the first thing I've come across is this giant fella. Now, it could be, I don't think it's a destroying angel, because there's no it's got a lot of yellow staining at the bottom. So if I mark the top cap, we'll see if that's got any yellow staining. Yep, there you go, you can see it straight away. So there's a good chance this is a yellow stainer, which is not edible, will make you sick. So hopefully we'll chuck him up in the hedgerow here somewhere so that nobody picks him, because some people mistake these for edible mushrooms, and that's one way of getting very ill. But it looks very much like a yellow stainer. A couple of small ones growing where it was, look. But we'll put him up in the, chuck him out the way, and we'll carry on and see if we can find anything else. Now, I'm sure down here we've got a little rosy bonnet. It looks like it. Yep, it looks to me like a little rosy bonnet. There's a couple growing in this leaf litter. A lovely pink, pale pink colour. So we'll put him down, let him spread more spores about. There we go. And we'll carry on seeing what else we can find. Now these little fellas are dapperlings. See those? They're little dapperlings. I think the common name for these is Stinky dapperlings. They're usually like a ivory white colour with these little speckles getting darker in the centre of the caplet. And I'm pretty sure they are Stinky dapperlings. So there you go. I'm sorry, I was just looking around to see if there was any more about. But there you go. Another new one. That's 3 different ones tonight. Now we're going to play Spot the Fly Agaric. I'll pan round and see if you can see this young red fly agaric. Sticks out like a sore thumb. There you go, right there. Lovely young fly agaric just come up. There he is. Not very old. When the last time I came here was 3 days ago, wasn't it? So he probably come up yesterday or last night. But we had good rain yesterday all night and this morning. So probably gonna start finding a few more if nobody's picking them. So there you go. Lovely fresh fly agaric. Well, I think I've just spotted another fly agaric. I've just seen 2 that have all been broken, trod on or knocked off by the deer maybe. But here we have a nice fresh one. There you go, look. He's come up through that moss. So that's the second one tonight. Oh, we've got another one buried under this leaf litter, look. Oh, he's been damaged. He's been kicked, or... So you've got to remember there's quite a few deer come through here. So they'll sometimes have a nibble at the fungi or knock them over with their feet. People running in here with dogs. But there we go. Second one of the evening. That's looking better. Here we go. This tiny little baby just coming up, look. Really little. Only just come. I should imagine he's come out of that egg sac this morning or a few hours ago. So that's number 3 for the evening. Now things are looking up. Here we've got another young one. He's young. I'll try and find us a mature one so we can see a nice cap. Well, remember what I told you about looking at old stumps with moss? There you go, just starting. Very, very young yellow staghorns just coming through, through that moss. It's an old stump, so it's always worth having a look. If you've never seen or found any yellow staghorn, when you're in a wood or a forest and there's any parts that are damp and mossy, just have a look. It's worth having a look. Sometimes you'll see them on the forest floor growing. There'll be bits of buried wood, that the twigs or logs that they're growing from, but there you go. So let's carry on now, see what else we can find. Here I think we've got a blusher. I think this is an old blusher. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. But there's definitely the cap of an old blusher. So let's have a look, see what else we've got in this area. I can see something here. This could be a blusher. Yeah, that's definitely a blusher. Oh, I don't know. This could be... Oh, it's the same family, but I don't think it's a blusher. So I'll have a little look. There's another one further over, so I'll go and have a look and then we'll see if we know what they are. Now, I'm pretty sure it's obviously an amanita. I'm thinking blusher. But I'll go back to that other one which looks different. There's so many. There's the blusher, there's the jeweled amanita, panther cap. But this definitely looks like a blusher to me. But I'll just go back and have a look at that first one. If I can find him. Easier said than done. There he is. There he is. Just the colour looks wrong. So we're going to have to pick him and we'll look at the skirt. Right. The blusher has little lines running down the skirt. Yeah, there you go. There's the lines running down the skirt, so yeah, it's got that pinky shade underneath. So you see there, the top really looks different. But we had to pick it to find out what it really was. It's a blusher, which isn't edible. Some people eat them. But it seems this area of woodland now is really coming to life after all that rain last night and yesterday. So we'll lay him back down because we don't need him. We'll let him put his spores back. And there's another young one over here, look. Where's it gone? There it is. This little young one here, a real little baby, just coming up through the leaf litter. And that's how they start. So there we go. So let's see what's next. It's a good evening so far. I was very lucky. I nearly trod on this little fella. Little fly agaric. I nearly trod on him. Just coming up through the leaf litter. Nice and fresh. He's more of an orange colour. You will find with the fly agarics, some are really dark red, bright scarlet, some are yellow, yellowy orange, and some are orange colour. There's quite a range of colours they'll come in, but most of them will have them white remains of the valve of the sac that they come out of stuck to the cap, so that's what gives it the look of the red with the white dots on. I think Super Mario game used to have them in, didn't it? Fly agarics. Not that I was a gamer when I was a kid. When I was a kid, they never even had computers. But there you go. That's another one. That's 5 or 6 we've seen tonight. So let's carry on. Tucked away round here. Look, we've got another one. They're all young tonight. Ah. Here's the cap of a mature one, look, that's been knocked off. But there's a young one coming up, and he's got no remains of that sac on him at all. He's nearly all red. But it just shows you that maybe another day, 2 days. What's today? Tuesday. So yeah, Wednesday, probably Friday evening. Thursday evening or Friday evening, there should be some adults about. I've just spotted a lovely blusher coming up. No, it's not a blusher, it's a fly agaric. I think, yep, it's a fly agaric. I was just telling you some of them are yellow and red or orangey colours, and this one's going to be just that. Lovely example. You can see his stem a bit better now, look. Lovely colour. There we go. What a great evening this is turning out to be. It means that they're all starting to come up, and hopefully, touch wood, there'll be lots of mature specimens when we come next time. And now we come across the Brittlegill, russula, yellow in colour. Remember I was telling you, some are yellow, some are red, some are purple, all different colours, and they've got them brittle gills that look like flaked almonds when you break them off. So there we go, one of the russulas. Now I think I've just found the biggest puffball that I've ever seen. The size of it. He's not ready yet, but as you can see, he's got that stem on him. You can tell by my fingers how big he is, look. I'd say he's about the size of a tennis ball, perhaps a little bit smaller. But what a puffball. I'm afraid he'll get trampled here in this part of the wood, because the horses, people riding horses come along this track, so there's a good chance he won't be able to spread all his spores about, because he'll form a little hole in the top there, and then his spores will come puffing out when he gets touched. But look at the size of him. What a great find. Big boy. Now I was just walking along this bank on this grass side, looking to see if there was anything grown in the moss. Now, can you see what I can see? If I zoom in a little bit, can you see just about there? Can you see what's hiding? Let me just move these brambles. I've got to try and move these brambles away a bit. Let's just put my foot down. That's better. Now we can see him a bit better, look. There we go. A mature fly agaric hiding under these brambles. Oops, we've got another one next door to him, look. That's the second one. You wouldn't believe how these mushrooms that are so bright in colour can be camouflaged under a little bit of grass or a bit of brambles, but they do a fantastic job. But look at that, that is a beautiful mature fly agaric, just what we've been looking for. We've seen all those young ones, and now we've got two beautiful mature examples. This one's got so much stuff on him, I don't think I can really clean him up that much, so I might take a couple of photographs. But there you go, he's bigger, he's a good size, he's bigger. So we've got two, look, two in the same little bit of hedgerow. So I'm gonna take some pictures. Now, while I was taking a picture of the larger of the two, I spotted that beautiful, beautiful skirt underneath. Can you see it? That lovely, lovely like rah-rah skirt underneath that he's got on his stem. Isn't that lovely? He's a big boy. We'll cover him back up. Well, I've had a lovely walk. Been quite successful, as you'll see, or you've seen. Really good walk. Some days, you know, you come out for a walk and you think, I'll just go for an hour and have a look round, I might find the odd bit. And you find lots like tonight, really interesting. Another day, you'll think, oh, the weather's perfect, I'm going for a 2 or 3 hour walk, and you'll come away with next to nothing. But that's Mother Nature for you, and I guess that's why we love it. But it's all about the exercise as well for me. So getting out every day, if I can, instead of sitting all day making my glass beads in my flame. So that's mainly why I come out. I guess I'm lucky really, because I can do these videos for you at the same time. Whereas a lot of people who exercise or go for a daily walk, some people it's a bit mundane and they just go out and plod along and come home. Me, I look forward to it. I look forward to showing you what I find. So, I hope you enjoyed the video, and please feel, sorry, I was just looking, it was traffic. Please feel free to share. Also like and subscribe. We're building it up now, it's gradually going, we've gone over the 100 now. So that's great. And don't forget everybody, keep your eyes open.